Calorie deficit for dummies. Our bodies consume energy by the name of calories. Even just existing, even if you're just at rest doing nothing, your body is consuming a level of calories to stay alive. As you may know, to replenish our energy, we consume calories. If you want to lose weight, you have to be consuming less calories than your body is burning. So, whether you're eating that food or not, your body is going to still require that energy. If you're not eating the adequate amount of calories that your body needs to survive, then your body starts to dip into its reserves, aka the fat that you have on your, wherever you got it. The fat on your body is a store of energy. So you see someone that's bigger, they just got a lot of stored energy. They're just a power plant, all right? They got some strong strategic reserves. So the way that you burn fat is you dip into those reserves. You use that stored energy to calculate your calorie deficit. What you're gonna need is a TDEE calculator. It's called a total daily energy expenditure calculator. It's just a fancy way of saying the amount of energy that your body is burning on a day-to-day basis. CORPUS app has this built in from the get-go. From the onboarding, you'll be able to get your total daily energy expenditure. It's gonna give you the number that's explicitly unique to you and your body by asking some specifics about your height, your weight, your age, your gender, and then your activity level. Your total daily calorie burn is going to be your body's calorie burn, like at rest, if you were doing nothing, plus any of the activity, the extra activity that you do. If you weren't intentionally moving your body, i.e. working out, getting your steps in, that is going to contribute to a higher activity level, more calories burned, and that's a higher total daily energy expenditure. After you plug in all of that information, you're going to get a number, one singular number that is your daily number. That number is going to be your maintenance calorie number. Your total daily energy expenditure is going to be your maintenance calorie number. What that means is, if you consume that many calories each day, you will be at a baseline. You will stay flat. You will not gain weight. You will not lose weight. You can see why this is an important benchmark to know, because it's from this number that you will be able to determine what you need to do to either be in a deficit or be in a surplus. If you want to gain weight, you have to be in a surplus. If you want to lose weight, you have to be in a deficit based on your specific number, total daily energy expenditure number. To be in a deficit, because that is the topic of this video, you need to subtract calories from that number. In 1 pound of fat, there's roughly 3,500 calories. You want to lose 1 pound of fat in 1 week, 7 days in 1 week, 500 calories per day, times 7 is 3,500 calories. And now that you know your total daily energy expenditure, the amount of calories that your body is burning on a day-to-day basis, you can then plug those numbers in, say, all right, I know that my TDEE is this, I wanna lose 1 pound per week, which means that I need to consume 500 calories per day less than what my TDEE is. Again, for those who are maybe not so mathematically inclined and don't want to waste the time thinking about it, CORPUS app is going to enable you to just plug in the information about yourself, get the number for you, compute it for you, and then transfer that number into a system that's going to allow for you to be able to just see black and white, red and green, whether or not you hit your calorie number for the day or you didn't, okay? So you don't have to think about all this stuff. So when you are putting in your information in the onboarding of the CORPUS app, you're going to determine what you want your goal to be. If you want to be in a deficit, it's going to automatically compute based off of your total daily energy expenditure that's custom to you, what being in a 10% deficit is going to. You can go in and you can tweak those goals if you want to be in a steeper deficit or a less steep deficit after the onboarding, but it's going to set you up on the pathway of success by telling you, one, your TDEE number, but then after computing what, if you want to be in a deficit, that deficit is going to look like. It's going to give you your calorie goal for what you need to eat daily that's going to put you in that deficit. It'll do all the math for you, and not only is it going to give you your calorie goal, it's going to give you your overall macronutrient goal, okay? So if you want to be losing weight, you can lose weight by just being in a caloric deficit, but we want to lose weight in a healthy way, in a way that's going to help us preserve our muscle, in a way that's going to help us ultimately like look good. If your goal is to lose weight, be in a calorie deficit. If your goal is to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way that's going to hopefully preserve the muscle mass underneath the energy reserves that you have layered on top of that muscle, then you're going to need to be cognizant of making sure you're getting enough protein in, making sure you're getting enough healthy fats in, and making sure that your body has enough carbs, right? Not too much of each of the 3 macronutrients, but enough to give you a healthy functioning body. CORPUS is going to compute all this stuff for you. If you want to know how it computes it, it's going to give you the breakdown of how it does. But if you just want in and out, you don't want to think about it, you want to just get the right numbers for you specifically, you just go through this onboarding and it's going to set you up perfectly. And if you are trying to build muscle while you're in a deficit, your protein goal is going to be one of the most important things for you to be hitting every day. A pretty standard rough goal for how many grams of protein you should be getting on a day-to-day basis is 1 gram per pound of body weight. Doesn't have to be perfect. A little more, a little less is okay, but you want to keep around that range. So once you have all those numbers for yourselves, you have your goals. And then it just becomes, what are the mechanics of being able to make sure that you hit that goal on a day-to-day basis? What are the foods that you're going to be going to? What are the meals that you enjoy, but are also going to align with your goal numbers? You being able to hit your deficit while also hitting your protein, okay? That's explicitly what the Corpus app is for. It's to take the burden of like these mechanical pieces that are necessary for you to be able to craft the body that you want for yourself and make it so you don't have to think so much about them. You track your food and you see whether or not you are above or below your goal for the day for both calories and protein and all the other macronutrients. You will lose weight if you are in a deficit. That's the simple black and white. If you are in a deficit, you will lose weight. And then it just boils down to the mechanics of how you're going to know you're in a deficit. And you got a tool for that. You got a tool just for that. Just for you, just for that. Once you're in a deficit, you will burn fat and you will lose weight.